Good evening. It's September 20th, 2024, and we're here at the home of the Bonny Eagle Scots for tonight's football action between the Scots and your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz along with Dave Levine for WPPS TV3 Sports. Dave, the Dogs come in here tonight 2-0. They come in to play a team that's actually 1-1, unusual for the beginning of a season for Bonny Eagle. They grow them big up here. I like to call it the Iowa of Maine.
Yeah, these kids are big, they're strong, and one thing you'll notice tonight when you watch the game, these kids are fast. They love to spread the field, they love to get outside on these runs, and they're just going to try to put Portland in positions on defense that they're just not comfortable with.
And Portland has its own size. However, they're without Anthony Tavares tonight, and he's got an ankle injury. How does that play into how this game shapes up?
So they're going to move a couple people around on the line. It's going to be a big loss. He's a huge individual, and he is probably one of the best offensive and defensive linemen in the state. So they'll have to navigate around that. They'll have to switch up some of their defense. Those linebackers on defense are going to have to fill those holes very quickly to prevent that stuff up the middle. And on their runs, maybe they run outside a little bit more. Maybe they go to a passing game a little bit more. We'll have to wait and see.
They have a lot of weapons, and it'll be really exciting to watch this game here tonight. We'll bring it to you from the top of the press box. So we've got the national anthem in hand, and we're going to have a coin toss here in a moment. So we've got some captains. Six, 5, 6, 10, and 12.
And deferred for the second half. Your Scots will open on offense.
So the Scots will take the ball. The Dogs defer.
Austin, Connor Johnson.
So
number 22, Devontae Efron.
Yeah. So Johnson and Efron are deep as Jake Bouchard will kick off. A late scratch is Colin Kelly, Dave.
Yeah, they're gonna move some people around on the offensive line. They've got it covered. They'll do something different. But losing two offensive linemen early in this season, get them healthy for later when you need them.
Picked up at the 5-yard line by Johnson, and he gets to the outside. He's got a couple to beat. Gets it all the way close to midfield at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, we saw stuff like that last week, Steve. This kickoff coverage has to do better. They have to force a long field, especially with this offense that Bonny Eagle has. You want them to force that long field, see if they can make some mistakes. But when you give them something like this at the 38-yard line, that's too good.
That's a 40-yard return for Connor Johnson, and now it'll be 1st and 10. Actually, I'm sorry, but the spot is closer to the 38, so it's about 7 yards shy of that, a 33-yard gain. Still a nice pickup. 1 in motion, 2 on the right. We have a flag. There's a motion penalty very
quickly. They jumped on the line. They were a little aggressive. They sent somebody in motion, and then everything kind of got out of sorts. They were looking for a quick pass into the flats, and like we were kind of talking about earlier, they want to try to get outside on this Portland team and see what they can do out there where the big bodies aren't.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now. Ball spotted on the 33. Still 1 in motion, 2 on the right. And it's a quarterback keeper for about a 4-yard gain, Colin Morin.
Yeah, he got some good yardage out on the outside there. It was closer to 9 there, Steve. He was looking for the pass. It was. I don't think that was a pass at all. I think he was just designed to hold it back there for a second, try to drop the linebackers out into coverage a little bit, and then he took off quickly to the outside to the left. He loves to run.
And me completely forgetting the fact that there had been a 5-yard penalty, so there you go. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Morin in the gun. He hands off to Johnson. He gets the first down.
Yeah, just a straight off tackle play, and he just pounded right up the middle again, where those 2 linemen aren't. You don't have Tavares over there, you don't have Kelly over there, so they're gonna test out this Portland defensive front a little bit.
It looks to be a 10-yard gain. The ball is placed at the 50. Placed by referee Tom Kilbride. The great crew here tonight. One with him in the backfield. Morin gets off the pass, and tackle is made by Alex McCusick. But
yeah, they look quickly out into the flat. Portland's in man coverage, but with the back coming out of the backfield, there's a little bit of a space between where the linebacker is and where he is, so it gives him a little bit of room to get that yardage. And again, Bonny Eagle picking up some good chunks of yardage, a nice 7-yard gain.
It'll be 2nd and 3, ball on the 43-yard line. Morin rolls to the left. Oh my goodness. Massive pressure there by Alex Martin.
Yeah, they sent a blitz from the middle of the field there. He came through untouched. Was nice pressure there. Forced the early throw, early release, and incomplete on the outside. That's what Portland needs to do. Kind of hit the quarterback, get him off, get him a little flustered a little bit. Again, this is the 3rd straight week we've faced a first-year quarterback, Steve.
We have it. We want to thank Athletic Director Eric Curtis for the accommodations that he has given us tonight at the top of the press box on the roof with the Bonny Eagle coaches. So
Bonny Eagle actually had a legal man downfield on that. So Portland is going to take the 5-yard penalty, back them up, and instead of 3rd and 3, we're looking back at 2nd and 7.
Wow, there's an illegal.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, everybody shifted for Bonny Eagle. They sent 3 people to shift, and Portland jumped on that. They're going to try to do things like that all night long, is what we've heard. They're going to try to get Portland's pressure to be a little bit to try to jump at those types of things, and that's a quick way to get 3 back, or get 5 back. So they do the same coverage here.
2nd and 2, straight up the middle. And
another
Brody Viola on the tackle.
Yeah, another 6-yard gain on that run right up the middle. And again, you're missing those 2 linemen. This front has got to do better, and the linebackers are going to have to fill these holes very quickly.
First and 10, ball now on the 37-yard line of the Dogs. And Bonny Eagle really just kind of marching at will right now. It's a keeper for Morin. And he throws it away. You know, again, great pressure by Alex Martin. But Morin, what a smart player.
Yeah, he was able to run away from it a little bit, knew nothing was there, so he just threw it away. There was a receiver in the area, even though he didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage, so that eliminates the grounding. But Portland gets a stop that they needed, so now it's forcing second now and 10. Long yardage, that's what they want to keep on Eagle in.
Morin and Johnson in the backfield. Johnson goes through, and boom, he gets hit hard. Many Dogs in on that, but I think first one in might have been Dominic Huntington.
Yeah, Dogs weren't fooled on that run play. They tried it before, and they gashed Portland's defense for a good pickup the first time they ran that play. Tried it again, and the line stiffened up, forcing a loss of a half a yard maybe.
Yeah, they've called it third and 11 rather. Ball still though on the 37. So this would be a place for the Dogs to hold, and then you have to wonder if this is a 4-down territory here. But Johnson gets to the outside, dives for the first down, and he gets it. My goodness.
They love that. They love the running back out of the backfield. Whoever is covering him is 5 yards deep in the defensive backfield. Linebackers coming off, and you just can't get there in time. It's just too far to run. So maybe Portland is going to have to bring somebody up a little bit more on the edge there and watch the running back a little bit tighter. There's just a lot of traffic to try to run through.
Bonny Eagle uses the same kind of hand posters for plays as Portland does. First and 10.
Keeper up the middle.
Keeps it.
Good tackle. Colin Kelly again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Huntington stepping in for where Kelly might have been.
Yeah, sorry.
Second down and 9.
Alex Martin, I was saying, was jumped in again. So they're sending him from that linebacker position almost every single time now.
Bonny Eagle's kicker is Mason Kane, and he's practicing what he hopes to be a PAT, but at least possibly a field goal try. And that's a nice tackle.
Yeah, Lisandro Rodriguez got in there nicely, got the tackle by the feet, made a nice tackle, only a small gain there, now setting up third and long. So the referees have called a timeout. I think there's something wrong with the clock.
Pretty clearly.
The head ref is coming over to tell him what's going on.
I mean, it says first down and 1 to go, ball on the 37 for the last several plays, and I'm not sure that the clock has been ticking down either.
No, something's definitely wrong, because this is now third and 8 from the 24-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to reboot the clock. It looks like.
Yeah, they just turn the whole clock off, and they'll see what they can get going. They do keep the time on the field. So the referee is going to go over to both head coaches, let them know what's going on. If worse comes to worse, they will keep the time on the field, and they'll have the line judges tell the coaches continuously what time it is. So now the clock is running. 8:46 now. They still haven't whistled ready for play.
But they're all set.
I guess they are ready to play. Straight drop over the middle and caught.
Goodness.
Nice
What a catch.
at the 1 yard line. Wow.
Caden Cooper caught that on the fly.
That was a nice throw out there. They're gonna bring in their heavy package and go Wildcat here. They're gonna also go fast. Yeah, Portland's defense right there just saw what Bonny Eagles offense can do.
Yeah, that was a nice sustained drive. I don't know if the clock is accurate or not, but if it is, then it was about a 4-minute drive.
Yeah, it's pretty close to what it should be, and that was just that defense. The defense just hasn't seen a team like this that is this good across the board. They have a couple of really nice receivers out there that can make those plays, and you can see the quarterback has a nice arm.
Now for the point after. Up and through. So Bonny Eagle takes a 7-0 lead with 8 minutes left in the first quarter. And Dave and I and Ali Al-Najafi will all take a break. We get to see Portland High School and see what they do. It looks like their kicker for Bonny Eagle is Devon Efron, a different person from the fellow who kicked the point after. Yeah, that's a line drive. Picked up by Cordell Jones.
He's got a lane.
Oh, yeah, there you go. He brings it all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that was well blocked in the back there for Cordell Jones. The ball was bobbled, but he was able to pick it up off the bobble and then was able to get that lane on the left side. Portland blocked it very well. Brings the ball out to the 46, and this is great field position for Portland to try to respond to that opening drive by Bonny Eagle.
I'm going to call that about a 40-yard plus return. First and 10, ball is on the 46-yard line. Cordell Jones takes the direct snap and gets about 2 yards.
Yeah, they went Wildcat right off the bat, which is interesting. I mean, this is what Portland has done in the past, is you'll see them run Wildcat quite a bit. Now they bring Thurston back in.
He's got one with him in the pistol. And he keeps it. But that is a swarming Bonny Eagle defense led by Caden Cooper.
Yeah, there's just a read option out there. He was able to get the corner, but he just couldn't turn up field. Bonny Eagle strung that out very nicely.
It's going to be 3rd and 7 now for the Dogs. They're a 2 wide right. And 1 in motion. The pitch is to McGowan, and he's going to get swarmed for a loss. And among others in on that tackle were Magnus Doucette.
Yeah, this Portland offense just looks out of sorts a little bit. They're not blocking well up on the line. They're not getting hat on hat, and there's some free rushers in there. Very difficult for a running back or a quarterback or whoever's got the ball to get outside on this. So Portland's going to have to switch something up, and they're gonna punt too deep for Bonny Eagle.
One of them is Cooper.
Good punt.
That is a long punt, and it's fielded at the 15. And here you go. Watch out. And then the stop is made by Lisandro Rodriguez.
Yeah, all the returner's job is to make the first person miss, and then everybody else is covered is man on man, and he was able to do that. Got outside, was able to break the first tackle, and had a lot of room up that sideline.
The first and 10 Bonny Eagles from their own 48-yard line.
That was Colby McCormick on the tackle. 5.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Bonny Eagles, Scots leading Portland Bulldogs 7-0. They've got the ball first and 10 on their own 48-yard line. Morin, the quarterback, in the gun. Gets it off to Johnson. Johnson will get about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, again, that time the Portland line was able to hold up. You brought in a linebacker to fill the hole, and they were able to stop that for a short gain.
Portland has some new personnel here with Kelly and Tavares out.
There's an uncovered receiver on this side.
There's a fumble.
Yeah, got lucky. They got lucky. Portland's defense was a little out of sorts. You put trips to the right after the motion, and one of the receivers over there wasn't covered. Late movement by the defensive back to try to get over there, but they got lucky that was a bobbled snap because there was two guys covering three, and that never works out well.
Carter Luca was in on that tackle. 3rd and 10, ball on the 49. They've been converting, so we'll see.
And again, got that
once again. Oh my goodness gracious! Watch out! What an athlete is Morin! It's a touchdown. It's a 51-yard run.
Boy, it was just a straight quarterback keeper up the middle. The line blocked. The linebackers were vacated on the pass, and he just outran everyone to the corner. Cordell Jones couldn't make the tackle in the open field, and that's all she wrote. And Bonny Eagle is storming out to a lead.
Now in for the extra point try is Mason Kane. And he kicks it through. It's good. It's 14-0. You know, Dave, as you take a look at the field all season long, we've looked at the Portland team and said we see some incredible depth compared to the teams that they've played. You look at that Bonny Eagle sideline, and they always have so many players and so much depth.
Yeah, they're both teams are pretty equal this year as far as depth goes, but this is a good test for Portland early in the season. It's going to be a tough early road for the Portland Bulldogs. They've got some tough opponents that are very deep, and with a couple injuries, you're getting some backup players, some extended time, which is really good for them later in the season. Again, this is an out-of-conference game, so it's not as meaningful as one of those in-conference games. It's going to be a seeding thing later in the year that's going to come down to it. So Portland is going to try to respond. They're going to try to put their players in the right place, and we can trust their coaches to make some adjustments to fix this.
Devontae Efron, the junior, to kick off. It's a squib. Picked up by Rodriguez, and really nothing doing. Maybe a couple-yard loss.
Yeah, he picked that up on the bounce, and by the time he actually got a handle on it, that was the time the Scots could get down there and cover that. So he really didn't have anywhere to go. They wanted to keep it out of the hands of Jones, who busted a good one last time. So we might see something like that for the rest of the game.
Dogs have first and 10 on the 30. There's going to be a Bonny Eagle timeout. A little bit of confusion.
Yeah, it was the same thing Portland did on the other side on the last play. Bonny Eagle had two guys covering three, and that's never a recipe for success. Portland let the play out. Bonny Eagle actually calls a timeout.
So it's a completed pass, but
Aiden McGowan. Caden Cooper with the stop.
No gain. Cooper with the stop.
Gain of 4, second down and 6.
So they picked up about 4 on that, Steve.
Once again, I don't know what I'm doing here. On the top of the roof.
It's a long way away.
McGowan on the right side. He gets some.
It was like a rugby scrum, brings him down another 4-yard gain.
Well, and he also had a few Scots with him.
A gain of 5, third down and 1.
So it'll be 3rd and 1. They're going to give him credit for a 5-yard gain. Bonny Eagle makes a substitution.
Wildcat.
And Cordell with the ball, but this time Bonny Eagle stops him.
Yeah, they saw that play. I'm sure they've been ready for that all game long. They saw it a lot last week. We saw it a lot the week before. Cordell Jones just takes it out of the Wildcat and hopes that the offensive line can push. They're going to try. They're going to go for it. You're down 14-0. You have to try to do something here. And they're going back to the regular offensive formation here.
So if they try to catch Bonny Eagle offsides, they don't. Instead, McGowan goes in, and he is stuffed.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break here for a change. So we are on a little bit of a power issue, and that is a long pass. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're going to call interference.
Yeah, that was clear pass interference. They grabbed. That was all the way down the field. That's Aiden McGowan there. He got lost on that high arcing throw and had to grab the receiver at the very end to prevent the catch.
Well, Bonny Eagle is coming back here.
Waiting on the signal. That was pass interference, so they are going to call pass interference on Portland. So it's going to be 15 from the spot of from the down marker. It was actually a good penalty. It saved them about 20 yards.
Good point. Yeah.
But again, a wide open receiver going deep. Portland's going to have to figure something out. This is now the third drive that Bonny Eagles had, and they're looking really good again.
2 minutes here left in the first quarter. Bonny Eagle up 14-0 and threatening again. This time, nice defensive play. About a 3-yard gain.
Johnson.
Yeah, simple run up the middle, just picking up a couple yards, moving the sticks a little bit.
Gain of 3, second down and 7.
It'll be 2nd and 7.
They've had a couple of big plays, so I think they're comfortable with running these up the middle and trying to get 3-4 yards because they know they can probably try to break one later.
Morin with Johnson, one in motion. Goes back to throw. Intercepted! Down the sidelines. Is that Thurston?
That's Thurston, yeah. He just jumped the route. It was a slow working out pattern, and Thurston just saw it the whole way in man coverage, was able to jump the route and was able to take it up the sideline. So that's the stop that Portland needed. That's the turnover Portland needed. And one thing that the coaches did talk to us about earlier, Steve, was that they want to try to rattle the quarterback, Morin.
So 1st and 10, the ball on 34-yard line. Thurston keeps it, goes around the other side, looks for a block.
That was a nice block in the backfield by Lissandro Rodriguez. Aiden McGowan out on the corner there, got him a couple extra yards at the end there, and they were able to pick up a good chunk to start this drive after the interception.
Cole Sear was first in on the tackle. Emmett St. Pierre, second and 3. Thurston back to throw. It's going to go.
Good ball.
Goodness. That was great defense.
Good coverage. That was a good play all around. It was a good throw. He tried to go back shoulder to McGowan. McGowan was able to turn at the last minute and not give anything away. But defensively, that was as close as you could get without a pass interference. That was beautiful.
That was Nick Breton that broke that up. It's now 3rd and 3. Ball on the 41. See if Portland can capitalize on that interception by Louis Thurston.
They really just need a first down here.
Well, he's got time, and he's going to go himself, and he's going to get the first down and keep going.
Whoa, look at these moves. Here comes McGowan to try to throw a block, but he looked like Barry Sanders there. Jump cuts, making people miss, and he turned what was great coverage on a pass play into a 20-yard run.
Yeah, but a 25-yard pickup for Thurston. Ball will be on the 35-yard line. So after some opening jitters, Portland settles down. There's 5.5 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Looks like there's a flag on the far side of the field that's going to be on Portland towards the end of the run. Going to back them up 10 from the spot of the foul, so that's going to bring it down to back up to the 45, but it's still a first down for Portland after the run.
It's a holding.
Penalty moves the ball back to the Scots 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
We'll give him credit for a 15-yard gain. 1st and 10, ball on the 45. Direct snap to Cordell Jones.
Completed.
And well done. The far side. And that's going to be roughing the. That's going to be
that's a late hit out of bounds there. But that's a nice 25-yard pass. We were told also that Cordell Jones was going to throw the ball here and there from that Wildcat, and that's a good time to pull out a trick play like that.
I didn't actually see who caught it. Could have been Louis Thurston, but I'm not sure.
So here they're marking off the penalty for 15 yards after it'll be half the distance to the goal from there. After a late hit out of bounds.
Brody Viola caught that. We don't just have Ali Al-Najafi on camera, but we also have him as a spotter. So we are really fortunate to have him up here with us tonight.
So the play happened and the quarter expired. So I think both teams get their time out here to go talk about what's going on. And that's what they're going to do.
We'll take 1-2 as we'll start the second quarter in a moment. The Dogs are down 14-0, and they are threatening. So Cordell Jones, on the strength of about a 25-yard pass to Brody Viola, brings the Dogs down to the 10. 1st and 10 on the 10. Can actually get a first down without scoring. McGowan goes left.
Yeah, he tried to cut back there behind Carter Luca. Was able to get a yard or two out of that. Or 4.
They're going to call it a 4-yard gain, and furthermore, it is in goal, which is why we don't have any down markers. So it'll be 2nd and goal, ball on the 6. Jones in motion. Luca in motion. Rolling to the right is Thurston. He's a great athlete.
Oh, good
Look
throw.
at that. Touchdown to Cordell Jones.
Oh, that was beautiful. On the move, on the run. Was able to wait until he got the defender got by the defender, and Cordell just kept running to that pylon in the front corner, throwing it on the run, keeping it in bounds, which is very difficult throwing it in that direction. And Jones got the feet down for a touchdown.
Here comes Bouchard now. Try to cut the lead in half. That left-handed boot. Wind traveling a little towards him. And there's a penalty. Offsides, Bonny Eagle.
So they're going to go half the distance, and does this change Portland's thought process now to go for 2? And it looks like it does.
I'm looking at these cheerleaders down here. They are athletes. They're doing some tremendous gymnastics.
Yeah, they have at least 3 or 4 of them that are just doing these incredible tumbling routines.
They have a band. I mean, this is the real deal.
This is great football facility. It really is.
This is Friday Night Lights, Dave. So Jones in on the extra point package, and he takes it in for 2.
So that penalty was big. They were able to. They changed it. They saw that it was going to be at the 1-yard line instead of the 2. They figured they can go for it, try to cut the lead a little bit more, and now a touchdown puts them back in the lead.
It's 14-8 with 11:09 left in the first half. The Scots are ahead of the Dogs. Okay, Justin Bouchard set to kick off. Dogs have come back. Down by 6. And there's a short kick fielded at the 13. And first in on that tackle is Justin Charles. The returner was Devontae Efron, who's also their kicker.
First and 10, Bonny Eagle from their own 29-yard line.
So the Scots will take over 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. Morin, Johnson, and company. C.J. Cooper, their receiver here, wide left along with St. Pierre. It's a great swarming Portland defense.
Yeah, I think they've made an adjustment now on that defensive line. Some of those long runs that were coming right up the middle and they were blowing open holes. Now looks like they're getting shut down a little bit more, keeping it down to a 2, 3, 4 yard gain instead of those 15, 20 yard pickups.
So they're going to give him credit for 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Ball in the 31. Warren back to pass. Oh, that nice slot right there.
Yeah.
Coming through on the slant is C.J. Cooper.
Yeah, that little shallow slant right underneath the linebackers. The coverage is a trail coverage there, and he just can't keep up. Was able to pick up a first down nicely. Again, you get the ball out quickly like that. It doesn't give the time for that pass rush to get up there.
So 1st and 10, ball, 41-yard line. Warren in the gun. Johnson in motion, and Warren keeps it. He is explosive.
Yeah, he really gets up to top speed very, very quickly. Dominic Huntington on the tackle. But that was a big 5-6 yard pickup there. It's amazing how quickly he is up to full speed. He takes like one step and he's off to the races.
So 2nd and 5, ball spotted on the 46. Johnson in motion. Warren once again, why not? But this time, well, it's very close to the first down.
Yeah, picked up about 3 or so, right down to midfield now. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
A gain of 3, 3rd down and 1 from midfield.
Yeah, Johnson's going to get it in more.
Yeah, they go quick. They did that before after a big play or after they get close. They like to go quick, get some quick substitutions in, and try to catch the Dogs sleeping. The Dogs didn't substitute there, so they had their standard defense out on the field trying to prevent that run, and they were just unprepared for it.
It's about a 7-yard pickup. Ball now in Portland territory. 1st and 10 on the 44. Warren goes deep.
Is that fade pattern?
Yeah, that was Alex McCusick that broke that up.
Yeah, that was they were going for St. Pierre on that fade pattern down the sideline, but that was beautiful coverage.
Yeah, he really did have it too, step by step for step. So 2nd and 10, ball in the 44. 8:14 left here in the first half.
They're trying to keep the Dogs spread out here, so you put 4 on the perimeter and try to maybe run it out there, and that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, and
that time Portland was able to string it out.
Brought out of bounds by number 3, Alex McCusick.
A lot of times you like to take those wide receivers, set them out wide, and if you're going to run out there, you just have them on a go pattern to try to clear things out a little bit. And that time the Dogs just recognized the run quicker than the go pattern could go, and they were able to string that out and prevent a big gain.
That was Alex McCusick once again, 2 great plays in a row.
So now this is 3rd and 8. From an interesting spot on the field. I'm thinking if Bonny Eagle gets any kind of yardage on this, they're going to go for it on 4th down, but they're going to call a timeout and talk about this.
We're going to take one, too. 8:08 left in the first half. The Scots are ahead of the Dogs, 14-8. Okay, we are back. WPPS TV. See what the Scots have cooking. More in, oh my goodness gracious.
C.J. Cooper.
Cooper.
Yeah, they did that back shoulder fade again, and McGowan just got turned around again to see when with Cooper out there, and it was just another beautiful pass, adjusted nicely, picked up a big first down, and the Scots are back in business.
Let's see. It might have been a, let's see, 10, 20.
Yeah, that was just a nice play before. McGowan just couldn't turn around at the last minute. Got kind of backwards on the play, and unfortunately for the Dogs, the ball was just placed perfectly.
Yeah, 7.5 minutes left here, folks, and threatening. And here's a nice play by Brody Viola, but Morin just, and then ultimately a great tackle by Charlie Abramson Thompson.
Yeah, Brody Viola just blew that play completely up, and quarterback had nowhere to go. Tried to cut back, and for a second he thought he could turn around with the defense flowing to the left. He cut back to the right, and nothing was doing there. Abramson Thompson just got him by the shoestring and was able to take him down for a big loss.
Yeah, it's about a 7-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 17. Morin once again set to throw. That's going to go too far.
Yeah, it looked like the receiver was running an up and stop kind of pattern, looking for that back shoulder throw, and the quarterback was throwing a fade deep, and they just weren't on the right page.
Ticked off a minute, 6.5 minutes here in the first half. It'll be 3rd and 17. The ball on the 31-yard line. It could be four down territory.
Yeah, this would be a big stop for Portland here if they can get anything, any no gain or something.
Yeah, look at Morin again, but this time in on the tackle is 55 Huntington. He's having a game tonight.
Yeah, he's playing very well. A 5-yard pickup on 3rd and 17 ain't going to get it done. So this is now going to be 4th and 14. So they gave him credit for 4, and they're going to go for it at this situation. I don't blame them. You're kind of in that no man's land, a little too far to kick or field goal, and it's way too close to kick try to punt it.
And they've done very well on 3rd down conversions tonight. Here's Morin.
Good pressure, good tackle that time. Yeah, they took everything deep away. Bonny Eagles sent 3 deep on that play. You had a safety in the middle, and you had man-to-man coverage across the board, and everyone stayed right there. Had to dump it off underneath, hopefully make a play out of that. But Portland was wise to it. They were able to make the tackle, turn him over on downs, and the Dogs get the ball back.
67 on the bench on the left side is Savannah Austin. She's injured, but she is a player for Bonny Eagle. That is great to see.
Yeah, it's nice to see girls get to play in football. There's a lot I know trying to play in the youth leagues. There's a Portland flag football league for girls, so it's great to get them involved into the sport.
Hate to see her injured, however, but that is going to be about a 5-yard gain for Rodriguez. So they'll give him credit for 6. It'll be 2nd and 4, ball on the 29-yard line.
Keeper.
Gained a couple.
Gained a couple. That's awfully close. That's awfully close to a first down. I don't know where they're going to spot this ball. It's kind of out in the middle of the field, so you really don't have a yard marker to see by.
It is going to be a first down.
There it is.
For a Bulldog first down.
Got the call from referee Kilbride. They're not mic'd up yet.
No. Be really nice if they could get that technology going.
1st and 10 Dogs. Thurston set to throw.
Yeah, ball got away from him a little bit.
Is intended for number 1, Cordell Jones, calls it complete.
Cordell Jones was trying to run a deep out, and that ball just got away from Louis a little bit, and it underthrew it.
Second and 10, ball on the 34-yard line. Thurston not under center.
Wide receiver
Jones,
screen.
Left side. Here he goes. First down.
Thurston's pass is complete, number 1.
Well, very close to it. It looks like we'll see.
Yeah, they ran that little hot route out there to the wide receiver. You call it a screen, you call it a little bubble screen, whatever you want to call it out there. But you get it into the receiver's hands and hope that the other guys out there can make a block and spring him for something. And that time they picked up 9 on it, bringing up 3rd and really short.
Usually a situation to give it to Jones to power through. And it looks like he's got the first down. Although
that was Rodriguez.
Rodriguez that got it.
Yeah, Rodriguez. They gave it to Rodriguez out of an I formation almost, and he just kind of lowered his shoulder, hoped that the line could push, and they got the 1 yard that they needed.
So the ball on their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. New set of downs here.
Good protection.
Has a lot of time, but he's rolling.
It's going to be a holding. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's going to be a hold there on Brody Viola. When we see it all the time. Quarterback in the middle of the field, everyone's good, everyone's blocking well. But as soon as he rolls out, now all of a sudden the defense can see what's happening. They move with the quarterback. The offensive lineman really can't see what's going on, and they just reach out and grab.
Holding on Portland.
So,
it brings up
first and 20 now.
35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. 3:13 left here in the first quarter, folks. Portland is down 14-8. Steve Schwartz and Dave Levine, Ali Al-Najafi on camera for WPPS TV3. Oh my goodness, there's a fumble. He had everything but the ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was supposed to happen there, if he was supposed to take it or not, because when he came through, he didn't have the ball. He didn't turn around and look for it. So I think that was just complete miscommunication between Thurston and Cordell Jones, and that's a big turnover for Portland. They had the ball hoping to either tie this thing up or just at least run out the half, and now they're giving Bonny Eagle the ball back with 3 minutes to go on a very short field. So 2 mistakes in a row, and that you don't normally see that between Thurston and Jones. And Cordell just did. I think Cordell thought Thurston was going to keep it, and I think Thurston thought Cordell was going to take it, and they just got confused.
Yeah, I don't think he got a hand on it.
No, because Jones never turned around to see that ball on the ground. He didn't realize it was out there. He kept jogging.
So now the Scots have the ball, 1st and 10 on the Dogs' 30-yard line. Cooper goes in motion. Oop, and they fumble. But Morin falls on it.
Yeah, this is getting a little sloppy right now.
It is, but again, Morin with that good football IQ.
Yeah. Cooper went in motion to the left, to the right, to the left. 3 times he moved in that, and it just kind of got, I think they might have confused themselves. It was just a bad snap.
Looks like it'd be about a 9-yard loss.
So clock is still moving, 2:25 left. So this is helping the Dogs. They just want to get out of this half without giving up any more points.
It'll be 2nd and 19. Ball in the 39. Watch out, here comes Johnson. And again,
Boy,
that second and third effort.
Yeah, he runs hard. Boy, does he run hard. You're not going to take him down at first contact, and you have to really gang tackle him a little bit, get some support in there on him.
That was Alex Martin in on that tackle, along with Aiden McGowan.
Yeah, Martin's having a really good half here. He's made a couple plays that have saved the Dogs, but this is now 3rd and long, so they're looking right now again, try to hold this here. Incomplete pass would be very nice.
And in the gun, looking to throw deep. More
wobbly
ball.
Yeah,
nothing doing.
I'm not sure if his arm got hit or there was pressure coming up the middle, but he just didn't get everything on that, and the ball wobbled all the way down the field. Now you can bring it up 4th and 14. Kind of is still in that in-between place, but I'm wondering if the Scots just want to go for it again, because they're up. You're up a touchdown, but it looks like they're going to punt. Force the Dogs to go a long field. You know they haven't really had that explosive offense that they've shown in the past. So a punt here, if you can down it anywhere inside the 15, would be perfect. But I'd also watch the fake.
Well, there you go. And instead, it's kind of a pooch punt. It's going to probably go into the end zone.
It'll be a touchback. Bounced in the end zone. I think we've seen that before with the punter kind of rolling out on and kick on the run a little bit, little soccer style, little like a goalkeeper kick type of thing.
So the Dogs will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20. They have a minute 13 left here, and we'll see if they play it safe for the last minute 13.
So they have 3 timeouts. The Scots only have 1. So if Portland keeps this on the ground, they can easily run out the half. But they're going to throw.
Yeah, and
smart to keep it.
Yeah,
that was a smart play, just to hold on to the ball. Nothing was open. He was looking downfield. He had plenty of time to throw, but just nothing was there. Kept it in his hands. Ran for a yard, and the Dogs aren't going to call timeout, which I think is smart here.
Yeah, I'm just going to note that the Bonny Eagle coaches noted that Cordell was wide open. On that play, but good pressure. Couldn't get it off.
Play action. Backside. That's a good pickup right there.
On the left side.
Pass complete to number 0, Carter Luca.
First time he's really touched the ball on offense. Carter Luca coming up from the tight ends position or H-back position, whatever you want to call it. And that's a good pickup to midfield now with 24.8 seconds to go. Another long gain, and you have shots at the end zone here. So Portland can use their timeouts. They've got 3, so they can throw it anywhere on the field that they want.
Maybe they can get into field goal range here. Oh my goodness, that looked like a pick 6 waiting to, or at least an interception waiting to happen.
Go route, he underthrew the go route. He needed to lay that out there.
That was Lucas Klen set to pick it.
2nd down and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
That was a good play call. They had an open receiver, but he just underthrew it. Needed to give Jones a chance there. But they're going to move McGowan and Jones to the right side.
I mean, there's 18 and a half seconds left here, folks, so I wouldn't look for much.
Little shovel underneath.
Look at Luca. Takes 6 Scots to bring him down.
So they picked up about 7 on that inside little screen to Luka, putting the ball at the 45 with 7.8 seconds. You do have a chance now to run something on the out anywhere short, maybe pick up another 6 or 8 yards, and then hopefully maybe launch one to the end zone.
I don't suppose what we are going to see, though, is any sort of a kick try.
Not from this range, unless you can get down, break something down to like the 20-yard line. But with 8 seconds to go, that's an awful tall task to get down there, get down, and then call the timeout.
Right.
So they do have the whole field open to them. They have 2 timeouts, so that's not a worry. Maybe I think they're going to try right here. I don't think Louis Thurston has the arm to get it to the end zone from the 50. But if they can pick up maybe 8-10 yards, they certainly are in range for him then. So I think the coaches hopefully have talked to these receivers and said, if you catch it, get some yardage and then get down. Oh, they were going to try the little fumble.
Yeah, well, they did get a fumble.
Yeah.
Time expired.
Little hook. They were going to try a hook and lateral there, and it just didn't work out.
So we're going to end the first half with the score. The Bonny Eagle Scots 14, the Portland Bulldogs 8. So the Portland High School cheerleaders are going to do a routine. And we're going to grab it for you here. Now Bonny Eagle is going to do a routine.
And now your Bonny Eagle cheerleaders.
So a couple of nice routines. And a hand from the home crowd as you could call that a successful cheer on both sides. We'll be back with the first half wrap up in a moment. So, Dave, the Scots enjoy a 14-8 lead at halftime. Some of the superlatives for the Dogs. Luca's got about 47 yards in receptions, about 81 yards in the air for Thurston, and Jones 42 yards on the ground, 42 yards in the air. That really great 6-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play by both him and Thurston. Thurston rolled out after pressure came up the middle, was able to get to the outside, and Jones, being the smart player that he is, mirrored him in the end zone, followed him all the way to the corner, thrown on the run, and he was able to keep his feet in bounds and get the touchdown. And that was a big play for Portland, and especially with the penalty on the extra point, they were able to go for 2 right after.
You know, the Scots came out really strong, and we thought that they would just keep going like a juggernaut. They had that 51-yard touchdown run by their quarterback, Morin, and then they had the 1-yard scamper. Cooper has about 28 yards in receptions right now, about 112 yards in the air for, well, Johnson has about 112 yards, all-purpose yards.
Yeah.
And they really are just, as I said, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, Johnson is one of those guys that you can't tackle with one guy. You really need to get a bunch of people around him, take him down low, take him through the legs. And my goodness, that quarterback, wow, is he fast.
He really is.
He can get out to that outside, and he is up to speed instantly. And Morin is just making plays with his legs.
Speaking of M names, the M&M have stepped up tonight. Martin and McCusick for the Dogs.
Yeah, they're really playing great defense. They're playing at positions they're normally there, but they're being forced to do more with a couple players out, and they're just responded.
Folks, we're going to bring you all of the exciting second half action in a moment. And we are back now for second half action. On WPPS TV3, here we go. It's a squib. Whew. Picked up at the 25.
Return by number 5, Alex Martin.
And
Yeah,
nice
good return by Martin. Yep. He was able to corral that bounding kick. It kind of bounced up a little bit, and then he took off, was able to pick up a good chunk of yardage, and then Portland is in decent field position around the 34-yard line.
Where Louis Thurston will take over 1st and 10, Aiden McGowan in the backfield. There are 2 wide right, 1 wide left. And Thurston keeps it. And he gets a solid 6-yard gain there.
Yeah, that was a long play action there. That little read option, he kept it in the belly a long time, and when he finally pulled the ball out, he was able to get around the outside. Really fooled the Scots defense there.
2nd and 5, the ball on the 40. Here comes Cordell. Boom. Watch out on the right side.
Cordell Jones with a carry.
That's a good play. They just handed it off. The end block down, sealed the edge, was able to turn the corner, and just rumbled down the sideline for another 15.
Caden Cooper had the stop for the Scots. 1st and 10, ball on the Scots 44-yard line. The high snap, it's fumbled by McGowan. He spins and recovers.
Yeah, that's a second time. That's a second little handoff that they've messed up a little bit back there. Getting a little excited. That could have been disastrous for Portland after 2 good plays at the beginning of this drive. Moving it into Scots territory to turn it over would be disastrous for them.
63 degrees out here tonight on a beautiful late summer night here. Does fall start tomorrow, Dave?
I think so.
Here's Martin. He's going to get a couple.
Interesting, giving Martin a touch on the offense. They're going fast here.
Yeah, 3rd and 8. Thurston back to throw. He's got pressure, and he is sacked from behind by Doughty.
Yeah, that play just didn't have anywhere to go. Doughty came in untouched from the end there, and just had no. Portland just didn't have enough blockers over there to block for that. Sent him on the blitz, and it was a smart play for him to just try to roll out of that and hold on to it as best he could. Loss of 1, so that's or 1 or 2, so that's not so bad. Portland will get the punt away.
It's like Colby McCormick on the left, deep. It's going to be picked up. Well, it's going to be actually roll out of bounds. Perhaps about the 12. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a good punt by Luca.
Would be the 14.
They're going to put it down at the 15. So that anything inside the 20 is good, and that's exactly what they were hoping for. No return.
And Dave, is it likely that's by design?
Absolutely.
To go to the sideline?
Absolutely. They didn't want any part of a return there. When you're punting from there, you know your punter has enough range to get it somewhere inside around the 10 to 15 yard line is where you want to kind of ultimately drop it and maybe bounce to the side, bounce to the corner in the pylon there. You didn't want any return out of that. You know how fast these Bonny Eagle return guys are. You've seen it before, and to prevent a return and get it out of bounds inside the 20 is perfect.
1st and 10, ball on the Scots 15. Yeah, Morin takes a snap, and my goodness, is he fast.
Yeah, he just sees those holes, is able to get through those little pieces, and just never loses that forward momentum and the forward speed. Pickup of 9 on that.
Johnson on the carry. So it'll be 2nd and 1.
Taking a long time to get the play coming in. Everyone checking their wristband.
Morin rolls to the right. Throws it away.
Yeah, that was good coverage by Louis Thurston over here. They rolled the running back out of the backfield, tried to get him on a little wheel route or a little up route. It was something like that, and Louis Thurston just stayed right with him the whole time. And towards the end there gave him a little bump out of bounds and made him ineligible. So quarterback had nowhere to go.
Timeout, Portland.
So Portland's going to take a timeout here with 7. The clock's still ticking, but
yeah, they're having some trouble downstairs in the booth. Portland took a timeout. They didn't have the right players on the field. I think they had 12 on the field. So smart to take a timeout before a penalty gives it an automatic first down. So now they got the right 12 out there, or the right 11 out there instead of 12, and see if they can stop this on this 1 yard run here.
Here we go. Yeah. And of course the first down and more. Johnson just powers down. It's about to be about an 11-yard gain.
Yeah, you knew he was coming up the middle, and Portland just couldn't stop it. It was almost like last week when we saw Cordell Jones just having his way with the defense, and this is the same thing that Johnson's doing tonight.
1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. Johnson takes the snap, and he is off to the races. And then saving the touchdown is Alex Martin.
Yeah, Alex Martin showed his speed there, but boy, oh boy, Morin just followed Johnson through the hole and was gone, untouched for that pickup. And it was just it was a good tackle to not give up on it. But again, that's another huge play for this Scots offense.
I have that as about a 62-yard run. And motion.
Yeah, they went Wildcat right there. And that just wasn't timed right. So they brought in Devontae Efron as a Wildcat quarterback after the long Morin run. And he and McCormick were in the backfield together, and it just didn't look like the timing was quite right. So now they're going to bring Morin back in after he gets a breather from that big long run.
Back to throw.
Good coverage.
Nice coverage by Aiden McGowan.
That time they stuck right with him, saw that little crossing route and just stayed right with him, knocked the ball down.
2nd down and goal from the 15.
So it's 2nd and goal from now the 15-yard line after the penalty.
7:09 left here in the 3rd quarter, folks. The Scots are up 14-8 over the Portland Bulldogs here in Buxton, Maine.
Like to see the pressure from the Dogs here try to get into the backfield and force Morin to throw on the move a little bit. I'd also watch the quarterback keeper.
Johnson in motion, and it is a quarterback keeper. Swarmed by a bunch of dogs, including Luca and company.
Brought down by number 52, Colin Haynes.
So pick up a 5 or 4 or 5 there, makes it 3rd and goal from now the 11. This is definitely 4-down territory for Bonny Eagle. We don't know much about their kicker.
Except he's made
two PATs and they look clean.
Morin takes the low snap, goes to the right side, and broken up. By Charlie Abramson Thompson. He's having a game tonight as well.
Yeah, we've called his name a couple times, made that nice tackle in the backfield for a big loss. That was good coverage on a fade route to the corner. Portland coaches told us that they love that run, that play right there. They love to throw deep into the corner, try to get these big receivers some jump balls, and Abramson Thompson just isn't big, but he played that very, very well.
Timeout, Bonny Eagles.
So Bonny Eagles going to think about it. They could kick it. They could try to go for it. I mean, they're not going to punt it from this area.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for it. I think they want the right play in here. I don't see them trying to go for a field goal. With the way this offense is going, I think they feel pretty confident that they can pick up these 11 yards that they need. Now it's time for that Portland defense to really clamp down, get another turnover on downs deep in their end, and then take this ball over and see what they can do on offense.
Here we go.
Blitz.
Back. Oh my goodness. broken up by the Dogs, but of course they're deep in their own territory. But nice defense.
Yeah, they sent the blitz. Rusher came in untouched, kind of like what the Scots did on the third down play that Portland had on the last one. They just sent one extra guy. Bonny Eagle just didn't have enough blockers there. Morin was able to move up in the pocket and try to throw on the run, but the Dogs were just playing too good of a defense there.
So 1st and 10 on their own 10. And, oh my goodness. Jones with about 12.
So that's another time that they're trying to bring that ball on the outside, and they're having a little more success now in the second half, running outside. They've had a couple of good plays out there.
First and 10. Thurston keeps it.
Yeah, that's a nice play. That was a nice designed misdirection play where they sent Rodriguez and Jones and McGowan out to the left, and they brought Thurston back to the right, and he was able to pick up 4 or 5 yards there.
2nd down and 6.
The stop was made by Caden Cooper. Here comes Jones. He is strong.
Well, yeah, he got stood up, but still was able to fall forward, and that's going to be awfully close to a first down. I think they're going to measure. Nope, they're just going to say it's a first down.
First down, Portland.
The ball was right on the yard marker, so it makes it easier for the referee to see what's going on.
So the 6-yard gain for Jones. 1st and 10 now. The ball on the 33-yard line. 4.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. The Dogs down 14-8. Jones in motion and straight up the middle. McGowan gets 9.
Yeah, this is a nice looking drive by Portland. They picked up this ball at their own 10 or 11 yard line, and they've already moved this ball out to past the 40. So if nothing else, they've flipped the field on Bonny Eagle.
The Portland Press-Herald sports writers were unanimous in picking Portland to win tonight. Of course, that was before they knew about 2 injuries. Oh my goodness. The low gain, making something out of nothing. McGowan.
That could have been bad. They would have lost 3 or 4 yards there. McGowan was able to almost crawl on a hand and feet. Didn't go down until it got awfully close again.
Third down and 1.
They're going to call it 3rd down and 1-ish.
It'll be a little bit of a conference.
They're going to measure to see how far they have to go. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're bringing the chains out just to see how far this is. And maybe the Portland coaches asked for it over on that side. Maybe the refs weren't sure how close it is. But Portland does have a right to see how far they have to go.
Now, they can't make that request ad infinitum, right? I mean,
no. If it's close like this, they can make the request, and that ball is awfully close to that first down marker. So I don't think that came from the coaches. I think that actually came from the referees trying to figure out where that ball ends up. It looks like they're about 6 inches short.
That is what it looks like. 3rd and inches for the Dogs. Look for Rodriguez. Look for Jones.
Yeah, last time they were in this situation, it was just a straight handoff to Rodriguez. Getting everybody set. Here comes Jones in motion. Keeper.
Keeper for Thurston, and he almost broke it.
Boy, he was a shirt tail away from running a long way.
Brought down number 12, C.J. Cooper.
Everyone went with Jones on the motion, and he just kept it right up the middle. And I think that's a smart play by the coaches. I think they told him to keep that no matter what happens and just go behind the line. Hopefully that motion takes some defenders with them, and that's exactly what happened.
It's an 8-yard gain. First and 10 now. A really swarming defense by the Scots, but second effort.
Yeah, that was they half the defense went with McGowan and tackled him on the other side of the field. He didn't have the ball. That was a great ball fake by Thurston there.
2 yards on the play. Second and 8, ball in the 46-ish. This time Jones does take it, and he gets about a 3-yard gain.
Number 1, Kobe McCormick. And number 74, Blake Freeman with a stop.
Yeah, he took the handoff there, and like we've seen in the past, puts one foot in the ground and goes upfield. Tried to break a tackle, wasn't able to do it, and picked up a short gain. So this is now third and 6 to go.
Bonny Eagle is really not letting any big plays happen here tonight, and it looks like
Portland will take their second timeout of the second half, and that's big right now. They had to take one earlier when they didn't have it. Then when they had too many men on the field trying to make a defensive stop on 3rd and 1, and now 3rd and 6. They just didn't like the play call that they had, and I think it's a smart move here to try to do that, but that's going to leave them with only one for the rest of the game.
And we're going to take a timeout right now. Here we go. Thurston keeps it, and he's going to get the first down and more on the right side.
They ran the same play that they did before, except this time Jones came from the right side across to the left, took the defense with him on that read option, and Thurston just kept it, ran right off the right side of the line, and was able to get outside and upfield. Smart running by him.
Here's Rodriguez on the left side. He's brought down by Cole Sear.
Brought down by number 8, Cole Sear.
Good pickup by Rodriguez.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Nice to see him get some offensive touches. They gave him a touch on that really tough 4th and 1 run. Was able to convert. Here he comes up with a nice first down run, and this drive continues.
2nd and 6. Thurston keeps it. He's got a blocker.
Just stayed right behind the line and plowed forward. That's a good run to keep it 3rd and short. So twice now at 3rd and short, Portland has faked the handoff to Jones coming across once one way, once the other, and it's a keeper. I'm wondering if they give it to him this time or if he goes Wildcat.
Well, that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. The score remains the Scots 14, the Dogs 8. So we start 4th quarter action.
Good run by Rodriguez. Saw that there was nothing in the middle, was able to swerve out to the left and picked up a big first down, another 5-yard pickup. So that's going to be a first down for Portland. And this drive that started way back when on the 11-yard line, Portland is now threatening deep into Bonny Eagles territory. This is a great drive for them.
Ball's on the 15, 1st and 10. Here comes Jones straight up the middle. Oh, let's see, there might be a fumble.
Oh, and just as we said that, Jones trying to get a couple extra yards on that play, gives up the ball. He needed to just go down there. He had a close to a first down run. If he had just gone down, Portland is looking at 1st and goal from there. Tried to get an extra yard or two, and you've seen Bonny Eagle reaching for that ball all night long, and they finally got one out.
So they're going to take over on about their own 6-yard line. 11 and a half minutes left here. We're just 30 seconds into the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that was a great drive by Portland that just turned it over deep, and they can't afford to do that.
No.
Connor Johnson with a carry.
Johnson with a short gain up the middle.
Brought down by number 52.
So let's see how Portland responds to the little adversity there.
Oh, we have a holding. Flag on the play, holding Bonny Eagle. It'll be half the distance to the goal line.
Moves the ball back to the 3-yard line.
The ball's on the 3. It'll be 1st and 13. Wow, watch out. He is so explosive, Morin.
Yeah.
Colin Moran with a carry.
Moran just brought it out to the 10-yard line. They got him out of trouble, so that from the 5-yard line, he brings it out to at least a place where they can feel comfortable about calling anything now. Calling a pass deep in your own end is a little bit sketchy, but from here, I trust him to at least stay out of trouble and throw something away if he needs to.
It's a 7-yard run.
Low snap.
Morin looks for an open receiver, and they just missed.
Yeah.
Number 26, Nick Breton.
Just a straight fly pattern there. He had a step on Abramson Thompson, and the ball was just a little high, and I don't think the receiver was quite ready to get there. He turned his head late, and the ball was over his head already. So now you're talking 3rd and 7. This would be a big time for Portland to come up with another stop.
Yeah, but Morin, well, let's see how.
He's going to be short of the first down. Carter Luca makes a nice play. So this is going to be now 4th and 2, deep in your own end. This is going to be Portland came away with a nice defensive stand there, forcing a punt. I don't see Bonny Eagle right now faking this, but I would be very careful. Remember, last time they rolled the punter out to the right side.
And they're going to do it again.
Wow, that's high. Good punt.
And wisely
runs away.
That stays away.
Yeah, that was good. That was very high. He wouldn't have had any chance at a return there. That was just high and out of the way, and gets the Scots out of trouble. But Portland's going to take over on the Scots 40, so they're still in plus territory here, Steve.
They do start out with good field position. Just under 10 minutes to go in regulation here. Dogs are down by 6, 14-8, 1st and 10, ball on the 40.
So that last drive on offense really looked good until the fumble. Let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, it's McGowan, and he backs up and gets about 8 yards.
Yeah, this line is starting to really put in some work. I think they found their groove a little bit. They came out a little unsure of themselves at the beginning of the game, and now they're starting to pick up some good chunks of yardage on these runs, more like the Portland offense that we normally see. Deep in the game, people are getting a little more tired.
And Thurston keeps it, goes to the left side. He gets the first down and a lot more as he carries Cooper on his back.
Yeah, that was a nice play there. It was a clear he was going to keep it. He didn't even put it in the belly of Jones on that run, and just kept it with himself. Ran to the side, and just Cooper couldn't get him down. He was riding his shoulders the whole way down, and we don't normally see that from Louis Thurston. He usually runs around people and not with people on his back. That's more of a Cordell Jones type of move.
About a 22-yard gain. 1st and 10. Ball on the 20. And here comes Jones. Boom. He runs
my
into
goodness.
That's what I'm talking about when I talk about Iowa and Bonny Eagle.
Yeah, he got smacked there a little bit. He just ran into a wall of people. There was one Portland player there and a bunch of Scots, and he just hit the wall and went down. You don't normally see that from a guy that big and that strong like he is.
And he got a 1-yard loss. He'll be 2nd and 11. Ball on the 21.
Good run.
Very nice hesitation move there by McGowan.
Yeah, McGowan's making some moves up in the middle there. They're giving him the ball a little bit more, keeping Jones fresh. They're giving, you saw Alessandro Rodriguez getting a couple touches when it's short yardage.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 3 now for the Dogs.
So I'd watch Jones coming across in motion and Thurston keeping the ball rolling to his left. McGowan just can't get there.
That was a great play, though, by Jaden Doughty.
Yeah, there was just too many people in the middle there. Jones, they faked the handoff to Jones, and then they tried to give it to McGowan. The problem was Jones wasn't clear before he got the ball, so there were just too many defenders guarding the Portland running backs right there.
So Rodriguez is going to come in and replace McGowan. It's going to be 4th and 4. Ball's on the 14. The Dogs will go for it.
Yeah, Rodriguez is a little bit better of a blocker.
Thurston gets crushed.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that play call right there. 4th and 4, deep in the end. I'd rather see something go a little outside, try to stretch it a little bit, maybe roll him out looking for a pass, and if he can get onto the edge, run a little bit. But that just a straight run off tackle like that. I don't like that play call by Portland. So Portland stopped again deep in Bonny Eagle territory. They had that was another good drive. They put up 25 or so yards on it, but they turned the ball over again on downs. Last time they fumbled.
Yeah, and as the clock ticks, it's 7:11 left here in regulation. Dogs down by 6. Scots have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 14-yard line, and here comes Morin. And rumbles and stumbles for about, I guess maybe he's getting about 4 yards.
Yeah. Brody Viola with a nice tackle there to prevent a big gain.
2nd down and 6.
But Bonny Eagle right now wants to try to pick up a couple first downs before giving the ball back. Chew up some of this clock. They feel they have the offense to kind of keep it on the ground and do it. I don't see them putting the ball up in the air yet unless they get a long yardage situation. But that might be the time to do it.
That's right. 6.5 minutes left here, folks. The clock continues to tick. Morin stumbles and is brought down.
Yeah, he took that ball and immediately went up the middle on it. No gain.
from
Looks
their
like
own
Cole and Hay
18-yard line.
are high on that. Third and 6.
So you can see Luca is trying to fire up his defense back there. He's really trying to get these guys to fire off the ball. You would imagine this to be a pass play of some sort. There's that slant.
And the first down.
Yeah, just got the first down. That's a tough cover right there. Just takes one step inside.
By number 4.
Breton once again with the reception.
Yeah, Abramson Thompson is that's a tough cover on a quick slant like that. It's only a 4-yard in, and you just can't, it's virtually impossible to cover, especially with a receiver who is set off the line of scrimmage a little bit. Gets a free release off the line.
New set of downs with 5.5 left here in regulation. And the Scots will be in no hurry, although they have a...
There's that fade.
Offense, yeah.
That's good coverage by Abramson Thompson again.
Number 4, Charlie Abramson.
He turns it. If you watch that play again, if for anyone who's watching this online, rewind that and watch how Abramson Thompson turns his hips very quickly. He was set up to cover inside. Receiver went outside, and he flipped his hips instantly and used the sideline perfectly to prevent any kind of reception there. There was no way the ball could be thrown in there.
So 2nd and 10, ball on the 25. 5:14 left. Fourth quarter.
Connor Johnson with a carry. Brought down by number 0.
Johnson with the carry.
Number 55.
Gets a couple yards.
Yeah, Dominic Huntington again with another tackle. We've called his name a bunch. A couple-yard pickup, forcing another 3rd and long for Portland here. Try to get something on defense. Scots converted on a quick slant before. Again, this defense is imploring the visiting crowd to try to make some noise here. They know what this first down means.
Yes, with 4:26 left, it means a lot. And, oh my goodness, they're not going to make it. Or maybe they are on a third effort.
To number 12,
Yeah, C.J. Cooper out there made a nice move, was able to break a tackle, and just, again, Portland just couldn't rally to get another defender over there to make the tackle in time. And now at 4:17, the clock will move as soon as the ball is set, and Portland needs this stop. This is their last chance. They've only got one timeout, and Bonny Eagle is just trying to chew up the clock here as best they can. Portland needs a turnover. They need to do something now. They're going to go single safety, and I'd almost bring Jones in a little closer. There's a good tackle, 1-yard gain. So I would actually, on defense here, is bring Jones up another 5 yards and bring him as another linebacker, and maybe go cover 0, so it's straight man with no safety help.
Jaden Doughty, number 5, is limping, and interestingly, the substitution isn't coming for him. So he gets up a little gingerly, but looks none the worse for the wear here. 2nd and 9, ball on the 37, 3:38 to go.
And now they are bringing Jones up a little closer.
Connor Johnson with a carry.
So another 3-yard pickup for Bonny Eagles with 3:26 to go. Clock is running. 3rd down here. Portland needs a stop. They need to make a play. Last 2 times Bonny Eagle has put the ball in the air and gotten the first down on it. They rolled on it. They ran a slant first time, and they ran the little wheel route with their running back to the flat the last time. Let's see what they got.
Well, they've got 6 yards to get a first down here, and
yeah, I think they're just going to
put it away.
I think they're just going to take this down and call timeout. And there it is.
Timeout, Bonny Eagle.
Took the time all the way down as close as they could to before they got a penalty and take a timeout. Talk about this.
Well, 2:48 left here in regulation. 14-8 is the score. It's been that way since the first half. So as you have pointed out, Dave, this is an incredibly important play.
So I would think the Scots are going to pull anything out of their playbook. Looking to the right side, and it's dropped. Perfect situation for Portland. The clock stops on an incomplete pass, and it's now 4th down. The Scots are going to go out into punt formation. The Dogs should get this ball somewhere around their 30-yard line, and they'll have probably, you're talking 65 yards to go, 70 yards to go for a game-winning touchdown. Straight up in the air. Out of bounds right somewhere around midfield maybe. Not sure where they're going to spot it. Looks like 45-yard line. So that was a 5-yard punt for Bonny Eagle.
Yeah, not what Efren had expected or hoped for.
No, he moved out to the side a little bit, and he just caught it too deep, and it popped straight up in the air. Portland ran away from it, and they are now set up at the 48-yard line. A touchdown and an extra point wins this game.
So here we go. 2:36 left. 1st and 10. Luka in motion. Thurston back to throw. My goodness.
Oh. Incomplete. Yeah, they were looking for Viola deep. The ball was way underthrown and got lucky that wasn't intercepted. Viola tried to come back for it and slipped on the comeback, but I don't think he had the legs to get back for it anyway. That was just thrown on the move, and Thurston just couldn't get enough on that to get it out there.
Well, kind of a wasted down, but it only wasted 6 seconds. So 2.5 minutes left here. 2nd and 10. Jones in motion. This time he grabs it and really only gets about 3 yards.
Yeah, that looked much better at the beginning than it turned out to be. He was open at the beginning of it and only picked up about 3. This is 4-down territory, so Portland is going to kind of do a little muddle huddle here, get quickly into their lineup. Call again comes in from the sideline, so everyone knows what it is based on the board that they put up.
They took a little bit of time, though, actually, to get set.
Yeah, Jones was double covered over there. Thurston just threw it over his head.
Well, here we go, 3rd and 7.
So this is the last down for the Dogs. If they don't convert here, they don't have enough time or timeouts to make this happen. So this is do or die for them. You're going to have to look for somebody going down the sideline, maybe a little slant. Brody Viola's been open a couple times. They're going to go 4 wide. High snap, good protection. Going over the middle, way overthrown. And Viola was open short, and he just overthrew him. Got a little happy with it, and it just came out high. And that's going to do it. Portland isn't going to have enough time to make that up. But boy, what an effort they put in for the second half of this game.
Yeah, indeed. I don't know, that scoreboard has been frozen, so.
Yeah, with 1:49 left, they only have 1 timeout remaining. Bonny Eagle can just go into victory formation, take 3 knees, and run this down.
And that is what they'll do. We thought they would, but instead they're going to try to go for it.
Well, Yeah, I think Portland.
Wow.
I think Portland expected them to just take some knees, and he didn't. Johnson ran up the middle, busted one for a good 40 yards there, and with the ball going with the first, Portland is going to use their last timeout with 1:38. So I think the coaches are just going to tell them to play normal defense on this. Don't get caught up in any potential victory formation. Just play normal defense and keep the Scots out of the end zone. So right now, the Scots should definitely go into their victory formation. No need risking running the ball, potentially getting that ball knocked out or a fumble or anything like that.
Or an injury.
And here they go. It's interesting, this victory formation is out of the shotgun. When you don't take any snaps underneath center, this is the smartest thing to do. You're used to taking these kind of snaps. The center is used to snapping at this distance, so don't do anything crazy and keep your normal offense.
Absolutely.
But again, it's very interesting to see this type of play coming out of a shotgun formation. So you do have one player deep to prevent something catastrophic from happening. It's technically a 4 or 5 yard loss on that.
Yeah, so 2nd and 14.
Morin's taking some hits to his stats here. So with 50 seconds to go, just take one more knee and that is gonna do it. But let me tell you, Steve, an undermanned dog squad, after getting blitzed for 14 quick points at the beginning of this game, they were able to really shut this offense down, came up with a key turnover, a couple 4th down stops, a key sack here and there, and they were able to keep this defense. The defense actually came to play in that second half, and there's that bobbled snap. Almost catastrophe there for Bonny Eagle. But that'll do it.
Yeah, so the Dogs will be defeated tonight 14-8. A gallant effort by the Bonny Eagle Scots, who are celebrating as well they should. Portland will pick up and move on, and Dave and I will be back to wrap up in just a moment. So, Dave, the Dogs came in here tonight. You could say it's certainly a disappointing outcome, 14-8, but there was some bright spots in the second half.
Yeah, they really did turn this game around. They made some great adjustments at the half. They played 0-0 ball, and if not for a deep fumble by Jones towards the end of the game, this could be a very different outcome. They had a couple nice drives that they just couldn't convert on. Their defense played solid, came up with a turnover, came up with a couple sacks, and they just couldn't get it done, losing by 6.
The big two for the Scots tonight, of course, Morin, their quarterback, and just talking about the second half, 83 yards on the ground, including that great 62-yard run. Johnson, 65 yards, including a 40-yard run. So, it certainly hurt the Dogs tonight not having their big two players, and Kelly and Tavares.
But if you look at the second half totals, Morin picked up all of his yardage on that one run.
Well,
and Johnson picked up most of his yardage on that one run. Their defense, the Dogs' defense, really did bottle them up much better than that first half. They weren't able to really break away, and when they did break away, the defense really stiffened and prevented any kind of scoring.
Folks, that's going to do it from Bonny Eagle. Dave and I will be back next week, and we'll say so long, where tonight the Dogs are defeated 14-8 by the Bonny Eagle Scots. Good night.